It's blocked to move. Can I take this knight on c4 safely? So knowing this is a trap video, you know that you can't take anything I offer you. But to leveling out the playing field, let's say if you don't know this position is a trap, because this is not a video, this is a real game. So to counter this one, you want to see why this is trapped, if it's trapped. And if you can explain yourself and analyze thoroughly with analysis why this trap does not work for black, and the other two positions I'll show, then you can say in the comments below I not fall for any traps. But I almost guarantee you that one of the positions will be having you fall for the trap. You can't explain them. So let's get started. So the question is, again, can I take this knight on c4 with the pawn? The answer is a resounding no. Why? What is a way just white can absolutely crush black and the game is over? Just right now. Just right now, the game is over. Queen takes g6. A marvelous sacrifice of the queen and forcibly won the game. So no matter what pawn you take on g6, let's say h6, g6, then knight takes g6 happens, third to mate. Let's say pawn takes the knight, now bishop takes c4. The only interposing pieces are the queen and the bishop, but no matter how many pieces we throw at it, then king of fate, rook h8 is mate. As the game is over and black loses the game. So if they take with the f pawn first, then we have a similar situation, but quicker. Bishop c4, maybe bishop b6, doesn't matter. Same thing with the queen d5. The king is there, h8, and now knight g6 is just checkmate. And this is basically the scenario of very beginning of positions, that after knight c4, you can't take the knight. With the refutation of this one, don't take the knight. You want to do knight takes d4. Position number 2, and it's white to move. And this situation has both kings being exposed to the max. And the question is, can white take this queen on f6? Can they take the queen on f6? It's really tempting to just take a free queen, quote unquote. So the answer is a resounding no. If they took the queen on f6, then rook to h2 check. It'll be basically a stalemate by force. So no matter where the king goes after rook g2, there'll be a stalemate if the king takes the rook. There's no way to escape this one. King h3, rook g3. If they go king h1, rook h1. And this would basically be a draw no matter what, because the stalemate of the black king on h6. So rather than queen takes f6, the winning move for white is to do rook h7, sack the rook. King takes the rook, and now queen takes the queen now. So there's no stalemate on this rank, on the 7th rank. And this rook h2 tactics doesn't work. I'll just grab it happily. There's no stalemate for the black king, and white just wins the game. The final position is this one. It's black to move. And even though black has a connected passed pawns, an extra pawn, black has a problem that the queen and rook battery of the 7th rank is starting to win the game by checkmate. So the question is to you, does a move like knight f8, a tempo move on the rook, defend the king? Or is it simply really deceiving defense that actually loses the game? So that is, this explanation is that the game is over, just plainly over, after a miraculous move, knight f5. The knight is hanging, the rook is hanging, but white just wins the game, no matter what. So if the knight takes the rook, let's say that, then queen h2 check. Then goes to g8 because they have to. And now we go queen g3 as white. Doesn't matter if they go anywhere. f7, h8, h7. The same move will be queen g7 checkmate. So what about the knights? Take the knight on f5 now. So the same thing happens. Queen h2, king there, queen d3. They could do this one, just reply to block it, but now it doesn't matter where queen g7 main. So the better reply, defend everything, is what? Well, it's going to be a draw, not a win, but a draw will be just realized after knight g5. Knight g5 is a drawing move. So doesn't knight f5 just do the same thing? Well, not really. After e takes the knight, then after queen h2, black has a really good defense after something like king g8. The knight is guarding a7, which is previously the main square for the white queen. So overall, this is a defense for black if they take this, let's say, this knight f5 route. So there's no way to have white make progress, and the game will be easily drawn. Hey, check this video out to make sure that you get more important information to bring your chess to the next level.